Welcome back to Formula Ford, and this is Williamson in car 8 leaving the circuit, and I guess Stephen Richards put a bunch of young guys together. You're going to get a bit of this.
Oh, this is what Formula Ford's all about. Experience, close racing, and to be honest, V8 supercars is much the same nowadays. We've got a closeness of competition exactly the same, so it really does put all these young guys in really good stead for moving to the future, whether they're heading off to chase a Formula One dream or whether they're wanting to stay here in Australia and give V8 supercars a crack. This is what they're going to experience.
The lights are going out for the safety car, so this should be the restart for them.
Very important on these safety car laps to keep weaving, keeping the tyres really warm. What can happen is, you know, you get to the start of the first, when the safety car withdraws, first lap, and the tyres are cold. And if you've just done enough work to keep your tyres and brakes up to temp better than the next guy, you can get a gain or possibly even pass a couple of guys in the first lap. So here we go.
Chaz Mostard, who's led this race pretty much from the start. Can he hold this lead? Simpson's been pretty racy. Also Walsh behind him.
Be great to see if that next group of 5 from Ashley Walsh back to Nathan Morecambe now can really hang on to this first couple of guys. So incidentally, the lap record's broken too.
Matthew Brabham started 20th. He got up to 15th on the first lap. Now sits in 16th at the back of these lead cars here.
Yeah, there's been some really outstanding moves in the first few laps of this race. Ashley Walsh is another standout, starting in 9th and moving up to 3rd place.
That's an impressive run in it, you know, just he's passing, he's kept his cool.
Big move around the outside here. Now, if he can hang on, he'll have the inside for the next. No, not quite. He's running a bit wide there.
Was that Morecambe and Borrell back there in 7th and 8th position having a battle?
Andre Borrell is another interesting one. Comes out of the Queensland Championship last year. Has the Master Electricians of Australia on board, and this is his first crack at the National Series. So great first round for him.
Borrell and a Margale chassis, and Morecambe, who he's battling with in the Spectrum.
It's getting eager at the front. The front 6 are just starting to get away a little bit. There's some great battles going on back here.
It's kind of hard, isn't it? Because once you fall back into that group where someone's sticking it up the inside all the time, you're losing that momentum to the leaders, aren't you? That are just charging away.
It is, but all you want to do is stay in front of the next guy, you know. You sort of start to play defensive and that group get away. But interesting to note here, you've got the Cam's Rising Stars guys, Gary Jacobson there and Jack LeBrock there having a battle.
It's a great program, isn't it? You know, to see them go from national to international. And
yeah, it is. You know, this is where what Formula Ford was conceived. He's kept it off the wall. But obviously disappointed with that. It's running really strongly. It's really starting to get heated at the front here. What have we got going on here? Oh yeah. It's just hooked the curb. Maybe got a bit of dirt on the tyres, and that's just unsettled these cars. They don't have a lot of suspension travel, these cars, so when you hit a curb or a big undulation, it can have a big effect on how the cars handle.
Not sure if that was car 6. No, it wasn't. Graham's still running.
There's something going on for 3rd place here. Down there, inside, outside, yellow flags.
In the grass.
And yellow flags. So, of course, that means into that corner, you're not actually supposed to be trying to pass. Again, visually, sometimes it can be difficult to see with these cars.
You talk about horsepower, what, 125, 30 horsepower?
About 115 horsepower in these cars now, and they're very... What happens, the Duratec engines are built by one guy, Frank Lowndes, and they're all sealed. So here we go. Big move down the inside, one to the outside, but of course onto the grass, and the yellow flags are out. So it's a bit difficult. It might have been for an incident that was just happening.
This is a totally different incident here.
Yep, that's Matthew Brabham. Having a little off. Having a go, a bit opposite lock there. That's the way. Get back going again. It's really heating up at the front. Look how sideways they are. That's fantastic. It's a great little corner, that. And Unfortunately, the V8s, they put a big tyre bundle there, and we generally knock it out of the way by the time we get to lap 2. All happening here. Foster and Simpson.
When you look at the lap time right now of a Formula Ford compared to a V8, you know, comparisons.
Yeah, look, there's not much in it. The V8s, we're getting around race laps of minute 59s at the moment. The lap record currently held by Chaz Mostert at a 2-minute 4.5. So only 5 seconds.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
It's really good. Nice light cars.
Consider 150 horsepower, you know, compared to what a V8 supercar's got, but totally different. But
495 kilos the cars weigh.
7,000 RPM.
Yep.
The engine. And radios this year.
First time ever radios.
Why has that happened for the category? Is that just to help them with the step up once they...
Probably 2 reasons. The first one, to help any category where they go further on from here, they'll be using radios, and the other one is a safety on what's going on here. Oh, that's
the earlier spin, yeah.
Yeah. But you know, radios can be used. Oh, geez, that was a big move.
That's Rayner in car 77. He's got a bit close, and
it's not going to help the aero.
No, not at all.
On for young and old up here. Actually, Walsh just dropped off a little bit now.
Simpson's made a little bit of a close on the leader, Mostert. Down to 6/10. But another quick lap up there.
Adam Graham having a big go, and he's done it. What a move. Fantastic. Around the outside into that corner. There's some heroics. Chaz just starting to get away now and just reset the lap record. Tyres are up 10th. There's a big move. Fast part of the track. Good opportunity for a crossover through the exit of this next corner and the run down to turn 13.
What's the competition like compared here in Australia, and then when they leave here, obviously everyone wants to go to the UK and race there in the Formula Ford.
Another move there up the inside from Ashley.
Championship in the eyes of the Europeans and the big teams. Is the competition as good here as what it is there?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, you know, what you find when you go to Europe, of course, you get the best of the best. That's where everyone wants to be to chase their Formula One dream. But here we have a really great depth of competition. We'll find probably this year that 15 or 16 of these guys will chase the whole championship. Usually what happens, they come to the Grand Prix or the first round and they see how they go, and of course it relies on budgets. As I said, most of these guys are apprentices or they're studying, and to come up with the lock up left front, this is a great dice. Fantastic. Swap position 3 times in the last lap. So as you can see, it's not easy for them, but it's the ultimate way to progress in motor racing Formula Ford.
It's Graham's covered down the outside. Has Morgan gone around him under brakes?
Yeah. It's
a great move into there.
It's a great tussle.
So Graham, Morgan.
You can see no one can get away. Okay, what's going down here? This is... It's Matthew again. Oh, no. It's a bit further back in the field, Hackwood. There you go, getting out in the grass. All 3 of them. Really spectacular stuff.
This battle continues. It's the final lap for the Formula Ford. Be very exciting. Mostert, Foster, Simpson, Walsh, the top 4. But this battle that we've been watching with Graham, Morecambe also, Jeff Urain recovered from his spin, which is a great result for him as well to be back up to 7th.
He's had some pace all weekend, Jeff Urain. It's just unfortunate, but he really could have challenged Chaz this weekend. But, you know, this is Formula Ford. Championship's all about points. Here we go. Down the inside. Really twitchy. The guys have done a good job. So you've got always, as much as you're thinking about the race and wanting to get a really good result, you've got to think about that championship. And Chaz seems to be really sort of cruising. He drives, he's got a good style about him. He's sideways everywhere.
Well, it's victory to him. He's been pretty dominant in this 8-lap Formula Ford race. Mostert from Foster. Simpson comes through in 3rd. Walsh.
Jeff Urain there recovering. That was a terrific result. Andre Varel in 8th. These young guys will go back now, have a bit of a debrief, get ready for tomorrow's race.
The amazing thing for this race also you've got to think about is that they qualified earlier in the week, so they've not had a lot of track time. You think about the amount of cars that have been on the circuit, rubber down,
absolutely,
set up, all that fine tuning was a massive deal for them going into this race today.
Yeah, that's right. Here we go, the results there.